All right, hello, welcome back to Trash Talkin'.
I'm Reg.
I'm E. We're thick in the World Series. Jays fans are excited.
Chauncey Billups says take the Dodgers.
The Dodgers tonight.
I don't know if that's going to help you any.
I don't know how the X-ray will work with that, but he's got his details. But we're gonna talk mostly baseball. We're gonna talk a little football, but
is this too early to wear?
Yeah.
We got to talk about the Cowboys Broncos.
Is this too early to wear?
No, it's just at this point we need everyone to treat us like that.
We have a happy guy here today.
We need everyone to beat us like that.
I just wish we could play in the NFC East.
Oh my God, it's not as easy as it looks when you're the Cowboys and the Giants. But so we're gonna talk a lot about the Jays because I sent you the topics yesterday. I had 2 topics listed out in case the Jays won, in case they lost. So luckily the topics I sent you ended up working because 3-1. I didn't know if they would come back. I know they're a comeback team, so I was like, my text here is looking like the Jays will lose. So these will be the topics. So we will talk Jays and Dodgers, but we're going to start off with the NFL because we have to throw a little bit in there. We're talking about MVP favorites through 8 weeks, and it's been a really weird MVP race because I feel like every time someone takes over, they have a bad game. And so who's your MVP favorite through 8 weeks?
It's like that. You can never be the MVP in September, October.
Unless you're Josh Allen.
Well, yeah.
Josh Allen every single year.
December. Right from the beginning.
It's such an even league this year.
Yeah.
And teams that are winning aren't supposed to. Teams that are losing or winning. It's to me, I hope they don't give it to a quarterback every year just to give it to him. If they're going to give it to a quarterback, it's Baker Mayfield. They have so many injuries. He's got them in first place. They've had a hard schedule. The schedule is going to get easier for them. They lose receivers steady, lost running backs for a while, keeps them winning, beat some good teams. His numbers are out of the world.
Yeah.
To me, it's Jonathan Taylor.
Okay, we got the same one.
He's, a running back on that team. I know they got a great offensive line, but when he hits a hole, he's gone.
Yeah, he's unbelievable.
Like he's just been a machine this year. He realized, you got to be over the goal line, and then you can drop it.
Then you can drop the ball.
You can drop it.
It's important.
If it's not him on that team, even Daniel Jones.
He looks good.
He's played
But
great.
I think Daniel Jones is
He's
probably a product of him, which is what makes
him
so special to me.
Great football, too. Indianapolis is a machine on offense. You know what? We could be talking in 4 to 6 weeks, Patrick Mahomes again.
Yeah.
They're starting to light
if they start winning,
scoring 28 points. They're winning. If they beat Buffalo this week in Buffalo, those guys, they might not lose another 1 or 2 games the whole year. Yeah. So you could be looking at him. It's too early to tell. There's always going to be injuries. And again, Dak's going to be exactly like Joe Burrow.
Yeah, he's not.
Joe Burrow's not going to win us throwing 50 touchdowns on a team that doesn't make the playoffs. No matter how good Dak is, they're going to win 7 games, 8 games. He's not going to get it either. And you have to give it to a guy like Baker or somebody over him.
A guy who's winning.
With similar records, but winning and doing everything. Matthew Stafford, if they win that division, you never know. He's having a good year. They've had some injuries too as well. They're getting better. They've had a tough schedule. He threw 5 touchdown passes the week before the bye. Yeah. So, I mean, there's a lot of guys right now. People think Justin Herbert, but I don't see that. I don't see it lasting that long. But to me, I hope finally they get rid of just the quarterback. And if the Colts keep winning and they're the top seed in the NFC, it's got to be Taylor.
That's my pick, so it's going to be a little boring. But my pick, just because he's kind of carrying the offense. I mean, you can believe in Daniel Jones through 8 weeks all you want, but all we've seen from Daniel Jones is not to believe in him. So the fact that as soon as he goes to the Colts and he's got Taylor, who's playing amazing, now he's winning and playing well. I think that has more to do with
Taylor. He had Barkley a year or 2 there.
Yeah, that's true actually. So maybe he's just turning it around. But I think Taylor's got 12 touchdowns through 8 games. So that's what changed. That everyone's been saying, well, if Barkley didn't get it last year, why would Taylor get it this year? I think the more impact you have on scoring, like you're actually getting in the end zone, you have a better chance. So I actually do think, and I feel like we say this every year because it was CMC when he had that amazing year. Yeah. But I do think this is the best chance you have if Taylor keeps us up to get a non-quarterback. If it's not Taylor, for me, it's Mahomes. And I think it's because I'm just projecting that they're just going to continue to win. I know right now it's probably Baker for the record. But Mahomes is 17 touchdowns. And he had like 4 picks now because he threw 2 last week.
They're healthy. All their weapons.
And the offense looks like the offense when it was Tyreek and Travis. And it actually looks really good again. So I don't think they'll give it to Jonathan Taylor as much as I would love that. I don't think they'll ever give it to a running back again. I think it would have to be like
if he keeps his pace, it's criminal if he doesn't.
Yeah, but I think it'll have to be like a scenario.
Record like 2,000 yards.
Yeah, but even then, I don't know if I think it would have to be like your quarterback. You're playing with quarterback number 3.
It'll never be a defensive player.
No, never. Like if JJ
never
didn't get it that year.
Yeah, you'll never gonna get it.
So because a running back can affect the game almost the second most besides a quarterback when it comes to scoring. So I would love to see Jonathan Taylor get it, especially because after that one great year he had a down year, and everyone thought maybe he was just a year kind of guy. I like that he's come back.
Better.
He looks really good. He's running
faster.
well. And what should, because it goes into the quarterback's argument, the fact that his offense, because I'm going to call it his offense because I think he's the guy in the offense, is like the number 1 in the league. They're scoring. What are they? 6-1? 7-1, right? They have so. I think that should kind of impact into the argument that
it'll never go to an offensive lineman, but Quentin Nelson would be.
Nelson, awesome.
He would be. That guy's just the best offensive lineman in football.
He's awesome. He's the best O-line pick since Zach Martin, in my opinion. And they're both from Notre Dame.
Yeah.
So
exactly.
they're both guards.
Notre Dame guys.
Yeah. So
and it'll never be a defensive player because Myles Garrett got 5 sacks in the game and they still got killed. So
I know. Yeah.
I'm going to give it to a defensive guy.
That's the thing.
He had 5 sacks and it wasn't even close.
You'll never give a defensive player MVP, which kind of sucks because I feel like there's been years where it should be.
It's too hard nowadays.
Yeah.
You can't play defense. You can't do nothing.
That's the thing.
What are you supposed to do?
If the Browns were 9-8 this year and somehow got into the playoffs and Garrett was the reason, I would give him like a slight chance. But no, it'll never go to a defensive player. That's why predicting Jonathan Taylor right now is kind of weird for me because I don't think it'll be a running back either. I don't think they'll.
No, but that's who I would.
That's who I would pick.
Personally, when I watch a game, he takes over a game.
Yeah, and I know we can't put him in there because he has a losing record and he's going to have a losing record. But I do want to point out that I think Dak is playing better than Mahomes and Baker. Like I think just like watching him play, he had a terrible game against you guys.
So many weapons though that it's hard for them to screw up on offense.
We did.
No, it is hard though. It's hard to stop.
We did last week. It was kind of sad to watch.
But it's hard to stop.
Yeah, that's why I would just throw the ball. But we decided.
Well, you can run too. Hey, you got Javonte. There's nothing.
But the O-line is so mediocre. That if we got to the playoffs 9-8 and Dak had these numbers, I'd say you have to give it to him. But
it doesn't even matter who coaches your team.
9-8,
always get pre-snap penalties, offense and defense. It doesn't matter who the coach is.
Just have idiots.
Always pre-snap, offense and defensive penalties.
Just have dumbers on the
the
team.
Cowboys do, and me and Evan go crazy week after week after week, and it doesn't seem to matter who the coach is. It's 3rd and 9, and we throw 5 and 3-yard passes. I watch other teams throw 10-yard passes to get the 8 yards. I don't understand why we do this. But we have nobody that has breakaway speed like Ferguson. Give it to Ferguson, and he gets tackled right away.
Well, what I said, I said it a couple weeks ago. If you were worried about Bo Nix, don't worry. He's going to play the Cowboys, and he'll get it right. Like the first play I looked over, I told you.
There's another reason he'll never win it, but I'm telling you, if he keeps his numbers up and they go 13-4, 12-5, and he only has about 6 interceptions on the year, and they win the division.
Yeah. And then there's got to be some semblance of an eye test there,
He's
though,
had
to be
8
like
touchdowns combined in the last.
Yeah, he's gotten it together.
5 quarters.
So. Yeah. Well, I will believe it after the Cowboys defense, though. I can't look at a Cowboys defense game and go because I know this is not
everybody right.
The stat is the quarterbacks who have played against us have 120 passer rating, and against other people they have 80.
It's true. Yeah.
So if the Caleb Williams, Bryce Young,
you don't have the pass rush to get to the quarterback.
You just got a horrible team.
DBs that aren't supposed.
Oh my! I couldn't even tell you the guy who got the first pick, Bridges.
I felt sorry for the one guy, but
he got. Well, the only reason he got the pick is because he got so toasted and it got thrown to him. It just was right to him. And then the rest of the game, every time you saw the ball go his way, he was just where he should. Anyways,
it's a tough spot for a rookie to play.
It is. It sucked, but
the worst position in football.
But if Dak wasn't dealing with that defense, I would have him right there. Just because the way he deals with Jerry too. Like Jerry made that stupid comment the other day because I don't know, he's in the oil business and they're talking about. There's a place that is striking oil right now that's like, I don't know, it's a big deal. And he said on the radio, well, why do you think I'm here and not fixing our defense right now? And which is like, you can't say that on radio. Like it is not like a Facebook post that I got fooled on. There's video of Jerry Jones saying this and Dak had to respond to it. Like,
what did he say?
He said, well, you know what? Sometimes Jerry says a lot of things, but I understand if you're frustrated with the team. He handled it really well. from a fan's perspective and from Jerry's perspective. So I think that should sometimes play in how good of a leader you are, but obviously it doesn't. But I don't think Dak will get it. Oh, just a dark horse. Drake May is up there.
I was going to mention that too.
If you can turn around like that, it should mean something.
Had a god awful easy schedule.
Yeah, and they have the second easiest remaining too.
That's what I mean. But they're the last
so stat your pads.
You earned it.
Yeah, stat your.
They play the Bills in week.
They got the Jets twice in Miami. And they get Buffalo at home. Yeah. And if they beat them again, they win both games.
I could be. Yeah, I'm rooting for them. I think Drake May's so much fun.
They're a team that has so much money under the cap. They could go get somebody right now before Tuesday. Spend the money and win now.
And who's he really playing with? Like, who's he throwing to? Like, Diggs is like
they got really good running game.
Yeah, and now Henderson is the number one.
They always have good tight ends.
They just announced the other day Henderson's the number one running back now. They demoted.
They got Hunter Henry. I mean, they always have good tight ends. They know how to play. And I hate Josh McDaniels, but he's a great offensive coach.
Yeah, he's not a good coach.
He's not a head coach, but he's a very good offensive coach, and he'll help that kid. And I think he might be the best out of everybody in the draft.
Right now he is. Well, I didn't know he was completing 75% of his passes. He's 119 passer rating.
And if you look at Caleb Williams, he misses a lot of guys.
He's spectacular, but he just can't make the normal throw.
He can't make the regular
It's super
throw.
Weird.
He tries his hardest. He runs around, but he misses the easy ones sometimes.
But what always – I'm a horrible evaluator of talent, apparently, because I thought Josh Rosen was going to be amazing.
Well, that's all right.
So I fall in love with the guys who are really talented because I believe that you can learn how to read a defense. I've been proven wrong. Anthony Richardson. And Caleb will make, like, the greatest play I've ever seen. And next play, he'll miss a 5-yard dump off. I just don't know how that happens. Yeah. I don't know if it's like this excitement. I don't know if you get in your head.
Drake May doesn't even look flustered.
Never. He doesn't
look flustered.
You know who does? Who was great last year? Jaden. That's why I'm pitting Drake above him.
Yeah, I think maybe he peaked too early. Now he's back to earth. And again, the Redskins went with the oldest team. You can't do that anymore.
No, it's not anymore.
That's not a recipe to win.
It's because Dan Quinn is an old school guy. I wanted Bobby,
exactly,
which was his guy in Seattle, Bobby Wagner.
Oh, I love Bobby Wagner.
Yeah, but he wanted everyone who was old. So I don't know. Zach Ertz.
Lawrence missed a lot of games. Doesn't seem like he can get in. He's out this week.
I was going to say he's back out this week.
He's out again.
So it's like
just look at the Eagles with the Cowboys and the Redskins struggling. They're
going to fly. They're going to fly.
They were handed the division.
And I know we'll get getting off and we'll go to baseball after this, but the best thing about the Eagles is they were given time to work through their issues because the Commanders aren't really that good and they're hurt. The Cowboys aren't that good. The Giants aren't good. The Eagles, the regular season is a work through issues period. Because I still don't think the A.J. Brown issues resolved. I think he wants out.
But they're going to only get better and better.
Yeah, they'll be fine. I mean,
their defense is always
the culmination was the Vikings game where it was like, oh, Jalen Hurts looks great. You know, he's looked horrible all year, but he had time to kind of get through it and get to it, and he looked amazing against a great defense.
They just have a good team.
They just know how to win. They're well organized. That's the thing. Top to bottom.
And now they want Myles Garrett, and Howie Roseman has made it known he'll give up 3 first-round picks to get Myles Garrett.
Really? They're a young team anyway.
Go get it. I'll go get it. Go get it right now. You don't need the pick.
If I'm the Browns, I do it.
I would. Yeah, you need the
because not this year, but the next year it's a great quarterback draft. I would do it.
I would do it too because they have 2 picks next year.
Yeah, they already have.
So that would be they would have 3 picks next year. They'd have two and 2. Or do they have 2 first-round picks the next 2 years? Or did they only get the 1?
Year.
Yeah, I think it's the only 1.
But the worst thing that happened Sunday was Cam Scatterbo getting hurt. I felt so bad.
That sucked. They almost make me Giants
when he went down and you knew.
I said it looked like the Dak injury. It was a lot worse than the Dak injury.
Is he out?
Yeah. Not to be graphic.
It was disgusting.
Not to be graphic. His ankle was clean off.
I don't know how these
guys was disgusting.
Aren't screaming and hollering
because they are in such shock. I remember when it happened to Dak.
I hope he can play next year.
Now fast forward 25 years and that guy getting out of bed.
Yeah, he's got to be killed.
You know what? That guy was exciting. You know, he made the
He was so much fun.
And the greatest name in sports.
It was great. Yes, exactly.
And it's just such a like, I don't know, if you're a Giants fan, as much as I don't like the Giants, you haven't had anything to cheer for forever. And now the guy who comes in and helps you cheer for things, gives you like something, optimism is gone.
Quarterback, receiver, and running back
I'm happy
for the next few years.
Yeah. You got Dart, Neighbors, Scatterbo to work with. They're actually a lot more.
Defense isn't as bad as they play.
Yeah.
Sometimes they have bad games, but
they're a lot more set up than a lot of people think. They have their tackle, their quarterback, their receiver, their edge rusher. They need a corner. You got your 5 that you need.
And they need to learn how to win, and maybe it's not the coach.
I don't think it is coach. Give him time because Dable's a great coach. Give him a full year with an actual healthy team. I don't want to see what he can do as a fan of the Cowboys, but I think he'll do really interesting things. All right, let's go to baseball. Game 7 tonight. Jays fans are very excited. I'm very happy for Jays fans because as much as I don't like the Jays, Rogers Center seems to be bumping every night. These fans are not sitting down, which is nice to see. They're standing up the whole time.
And they're not being jerks.
No, they're great.
Not at all.
They're great.
They're really good. I got to give them credit.
They are hopeful, and
They're
that's what I love.
sensible fans.
Yes, I think so.
Yes.
I got to give them credit.
And you know what? I'll give Toronto fans besides Leaf fans credit. They're usually full of heart, and they never give up on their team. I don't think Leaf fans are like that. I'll be honest with you.
I think it's a downer for them today, losing the way they did. I think that was a shock to them because they had so many chances to win.
They did.
They should have won.
And today I would be pulling out all the stops, and I'm not talking about on the field. Joe Carter would be throwing the first pitch. Like I would be going crazy if I was the Jays today. I'm a vibe guy. I'd be bringing every single good vibe in I could possibly bring. I'd be bringing in the 93 team. I would be bringing in the last World Series team. I would be doing it all.
Them in there.
I would be going
win or
nuts.
lose. You got to give that team credit. They weren't supposed to be anywhere, and they took the Dodgers, the champs, to Game 7,
And
no matter what.
I think this is the top 5 World Series of all time.
Yeah,
People are talking about it.
You know, it's hard for me to watch a full game, but it has been exciting.
It's been so good.
And just the way the Jays hit and they're never out of a game. They always seem to have one big inning.
And their star power, because there's
And they
not
play
just
as a
on the
team.
Jays,
They
but
play as a
I would
team.
have liked to see how that game turned out if that ball didn't get stuck for the.
it probably wouldn't. That's probably intercepted.
Because if that bounces, he
It would
goes
have tied it at least.
It would have, tied
Definitely
it.
would have.
You would have watched the walk-off happen. I was just after something like that.
That's just bad luck. That's bad luck.
So just a little bit of me is kind of selfish here because Vlad is having one of the greatest postseasons ever. And I don't want to see him win a little bit because I will always have Poppy's 2013 World Series as like he was batting 600.
Yeah.
I kind of want that to stay as the gold standard. But Vlad in this, I don't know.
He's proven me wrong.
What was? Did anyone know what his stats were last night? That's on the spot. Like was he like
He's hitting over 400.
He had 2 hits for sure because he drove that one down.
Because he had a 1,300, a 1.300 OPS. And that was third ever behind A-Rod, who had a 1.309, so he could pass him, and Bonds had like a 1.50.
Well, I'm going to go on a limb. I'm going to make the first prediction. Whoever wins tonight's going to win the World Series.
That's a good one. All right, the question
no way
is,
I can lose that one. Not a chance.
So we're going to go who has the most to gain, and from a player standpoint, who has the most to lose. But we'll start with who has the most to gain. You can go team too.
Oh, the most to gain? Anybody on the Blue Jays and Blue Jays organization. They got nothing to lose. This is house money. Yeah. Like David said, they're not supposed to be there.
Yeah.
Predicted
to be last this year, by the way.
They play as a team. It's always a different guy every night.
Yeah.
The pitching's been very, very
it doesn't
good.
matter if they're in the 7th, 8th, 9th of their lineup. You're like, these guys can still hit.
And Seattle would have got killed by the Dodgers.
Yes,
no,
I
don't care if they got pitching, they would have got walled.
Starting to realize that.
The Dodgers have everything to lose.
Yeah.
Listen, when you spend, I've told you this before, you spend $200 million a year more than the team, you should win.
Yeah.
When you spend that much money, you should be in the World Series. They had no business going to get Yamamoto. They were way over the cap at the beginning.
That kid is
so
good.
It's embarrassing. This will be a bad sign for Major League Baseball if the Dodgers win. Because when you spend money and there's no hard cap, it's hard. You got really good teams like Philadelphia and Atlanta, where they're not going to go and blow all that money to keep up with the Dodgers. You're stupid. If you're in the Dodgers division, you're stupid. I think guys like Ohtani, if he's pitching tonight, he's got a lot to lose. He makes a lot of money.
Probably a lot of money to lose, too, on the game. He's probably put a good bet down.
They haven't shown his interpreter in the stands. I don't know where he is.
Because Ipe's at home placing the bets for him.
But I think the Dodgers have everything to lose. They do. Again, they should win when you can get Blake Snell and Yamamoto, and you're already over the cap.
He's available, right?
But you're already over the cap. So you're taking away guys that could go to another team. Yeah. But I think it's going to be tough to beat them tonight. Game 7. I don't trust Scherzer at all. Yeah. But I hope the Jays. I think it'll be a good. Every game's been good. So. Yeah,
it's been fun. I don't blame the Dodgers for spending all the money they do. I blame the other teams, like the Tigers. There should be a cap.
There has to.
But if there's not, like the last example, like what the Tigers offered Tariq Skubal was like $200 million less than what he was looking for. So it's those cheap organizations to me where it's like, you know what, you're not going to keep the superstar. These massive organizations are going to.
They can't.
But then we're going to see the same teams in the World Series every year.
So that's why you need a cap. But without a cap, I'm like, you know what? The Dodgers want to. If they have the money, like I wish we would do the same thing because we do have the money.
But it's just not fair that one team has an advantage over another.
Yeah, that's why there definitely needs to be a cap. My most to gain here, I'm going to go from 2 players. I'm going to say the most to gain is Mookie Betts, because Mookie Betts becomes like an all-time, like, you can mention him.
Well,
he's had a bad series.
This year.
He's had a bad series,
Yeah,
but at the end of the day, you'll be able to say
this year.
what he already has 3 rings.
3.
So you have 4, which is really big. He's got an MVP to his name. So I think it's huge for Mookie Betts. Not as just a great player of today, but like an all-time legend standpoint. You have 4 rings. They were showing the guys who have 4 rings, who have more than 3 rings, and it was like Jeter. It was like this really small amount of people. So good for Mookie, who has the most to gain. And this door stayed open once Kawhi said 1 year and left. It's Vlad. Vlad will be the king of Canada because Kawhi might have won us that 2019 championship, but he left immediately. So there was no king of Canada. It was like a thank you for helping us out.
They almost weren't going to pay Vlad.
Yeah,
and
that was a big thing.
And can I say they could have a prince if Savage comes in tonight and does something spectacular? But that kid is
Vlad is going to be the biggest Canadian athlete ever. He is technically Canadian too. He's born in Montreal.
Buddy, I love him.
He's cool. He will be a legend forever in Canada.
To me, a guy in the Dodgers that we're not talking about. I mean, Will Smith went from being the Prince of Bel-Air to playing baseball on the Dodgers. He switched. I mean, he's living the life. But to me, Vladdy, they almost didn't sign him.
Yeah. That was a huge
thing. How stupid
thing.
they were.
That was a huge thing.
And it wasn't over.
I thought he was going to be a Red Sox. I literally thought he was going to be a Red Sox next year.
That when we were doing this.
I know.
I knew he hated the Yankees, and I was like, well, he loves Poppy. He loves these guys.
But to me, I've never liked him. But you just see how much fun he's having out there.
Yeah.
I love
He's not letting the pressure hit him.
I think he's
Everybody
great.
has a blast with him.
Exactly. I honestly think he's a great player. I think what made me love him was the post-game interviews, like after like winning the Mariners series, like how much it means to him. That is really cool to see someone ride for your country like that, because he was born in Canada, but obviously his heritage is Dominican. He's he doesn't speak too much English, so it was like it's really cool to see that you've really adapted like our country, like you've completely fallen in love with this place when so many people do not. So many people come and play in Toronto and they say, oh, I can't wait to get Kawhi was one of them. I know he did it.
Taxes don't help either.
That's true, but a lot of people just want to get back to America, want to get back to. I know Toronto's a big city here, but how many times do you hear ESPN talk about Toronto unless they have to, like right now? Talk about Toronto sports. They never do. I remember finally hearing Undisputed and all these FS1 shows talk about the Raptors in shock. Like, I've never heard you guys talk about
I watched the games on Fox because I love their announcers.
Yeah.
And guys like John Smoltz are almost pulling for the Jays.
Everyone. It is the weirdest thing in the world. America's rooting for the Jays.
They're so happy.
It is so weird.
There's a lot behind that.
But no, there's what it is people are sick and tired of the Dodgers.
And
that's what it is. Like I've never seen so many American people
like when the
root for Canada. They're like we're all rooting for Canada.
But even Yankee fans are cheering for the Jays, which
Red Sox fans.
What does that tell you?
I like the Dodgers.
I'm cheering for the Jays, guys.
Listen, I don't hate the Dodgers whatsoever. Mookie Betts is my favorite player maybe of all time besides Poppy, and I'm rooting for the Jays. Like it's just fun. Like they're a wagon.
But it's like the old days when the Yankees were the only ones that spent money. Everybody hated the Yankees for that reason. This is why people hate the Dodgers. The Dodgers are the Yankees.
I do think the Yankees are way more hateable than the Dodgers, though. Because the Dodgers have like Shohei smiling on. The Yankees had A-Rod and Jeter.
The organization.
Yeah.
It's the organization. Nobody's going to hate Ohtani, really.
No, he's kind of easy to love.
He's happy.
And he's funny.
Yeah,
he's
funny.
great.
He's having a good time out there.
And he's probably the greatest ever when you think about it. Like, he's making his case.
Make a case for it.
Tonight will be big for him because if he's pitching,
that's true.
If he can give him 4 or
Rob
5
Manfred
innings,
is in his freaking glory in the MLB commissioner's office, seeing Shohei Ohtani pitch a Game 7 in a World Series. He's in his freaking glory.
This was good for baseball. Game 7, a really good World Series, considering it wasn't the Yankees. And, they wanted that. This has been a good World Series.
Ratings, I'm sure, have been up.
Two of the greatest players are doing a great job.
Nobody in the National League put up a fight against the Dodgers.
Yeah, the Jays are.
Nobody else in the American League would have put up a fight.
And I believe National League teams are better than the Jays.
Yeah.
I think the Phillies were better.
All year we thought
Milwaukee had one of the best records.
So
they didn't win a game.
Yeah, and what's good is I think what no one in like the MLB higher ups probably thought was going to happen that has happened is like they showed the viewership numbers like in different countries. Obviously, Japan is probably for Ohtani.
Yeah.
Canada is not that much like behind America when it comes to viewing. Like we are getting like 10.2 million viewers in a game. Like
it's our only team.
huge. Yeah, that's why.
It's like the
country.
Raptors.
We have
It's
an
their
entire
only team,
country.
right? You
Our
got a whole
country is
country
watching.
behind one.
People who don't like
Hockey's
baseball are
different.
watching.
There's
different. You got
watching
so many
parties
teams.
across Canada in arenas.
It does feel like the Raptors.
It does.
And the one thing I'll say about the Jays tonight is I remember Serge Ibaka used to do that cooking show and he used to have the guys on.
Yeah.
And I remember Kevin Durant came on and it was funny, but he was serious. And he was like, Serge Ibaka asked, if we went to game 7, who do you think would have won? And Kevin Durant said something that he was being kind of a troll, but it was really true. He goes, game 7, we've been there before. We are champions. You have the heart of a champion. You wouldn't have been able to hear a pin drop in our locker room. You guys have never been there. So these guys, Addison Barger, Vlad, the whole team, besides Scherzer, have never ever been there. There is something to be said about a team that has been in this situation. Like Draymond Green, like I don't like the guy, but I'm sure in a game 7, he would have walked in like it was game 42 of the regular season. That's what the Dodgers.
They know how to win. That's the difference.
That's the thing. That's what scares me about a game 7
tonight. Is they know how to win. They've been there, like you said. The pressure's on them, but they'll handle the pressure.
Yeah, that's why I do think tonight the pressure's on the Jays. You are at home. You can be playing with house money all year,
but
and you had to lose 2 in a row.
That's the thing.
Why.
Here's the thing with the Jays. What were they down? They lost the first 2 at home against Seattle.
Yeah.
They came back and won.
Yeah. No, they can do it.
That was hard. Yeah.
They can definitely do it, but always to me on the home team who is up a game.
You never want to lose the
That's
last
the thing.
2 at home.
Last 2 at home. You literally went back to Toronto in the best case scenario possible. You're up 1. You just got to win 1 in front of your home.
If they lose, they're 1 and 3
with
at
Gosman.
home.
Yeah.
Then they're 1 and 3 at
home.
Yeah. So it's your own fault if you lose.
You're playing with house money, but in game 7, I don't think that's even a factor, like the house money thing. I think you're thinking in your head, like, we got here for 1 game. There's got to be some nerves. I'm sure it'll be loud in the Dodgers locker room. I'm sure it'll be quiet as hell in the Jays locker room.
Yeah,
there's a different, and there's something to be said about having a whole country on your back. And I'm sure they feel it a little bit.
I think that crowd helps them.
Yeah.
I think it, because they're never out of a game. Even when they're losing by a run or 2, the crowd is still, like David said, on
Look
their
at
feet.
last night.
They're on
That
their
was
feet.
they're fun.
Yeah.
They're fun to watch. And the old Canada
guys,
fired it up.
seriously, how amazing would it have been? I know it didn't happen. If they walked it off last night, talk about it. Talk about
it.
Fantasy ended. Oh.
Well, we're not going to get my Clayton Kershaw final 3 outs at Dodger Stadium fantasy anymore. So I'd be cool. I don't know. I don't know what makes it a moment.
It wouldn't surprise me either way who wins. I couldn't tell you, but just the experience the Dodgers would do it. But it's all up to Ohtani. If they can get to him and get him out of the game early.
If you're the greatest of all time, though, this is when you have the game where it's like, oh, I went 7 shutout, I had 8 strikeouts, and I had a home run. I don't know.
That'll put him over.
That would be your greatest of all time moment. So.
He'd be in the Hall of Fame tomorrow.
Yeah, so we'll see. Let's make some predictions for Game 7. Now let's put our money where our mouth is. Maybe let's try and get the score. Who knows?
Yeah, do a score.
Let's try and get the score, I guess.
Score?
Too. Yeah, on the spot.
The thing is, there are going to be probably about 8 pitchers for each team. I would just go an inning at a time.
Yeah.
Just to screw the hitters up.
Yeah,
lefty, righty, lefty, righty.
But I'm riding Ohtani till the wheels fall off the land.
Unless there's no problem, then you keep a guy.
If he's on fire, he's gone.
But if Scherzer gets in trouble the first inning,
Scherzer should be a 1.
He gives up a run or 2, he's out the first inning.
Even if he's good.
Game 7's usually low scoring, but 2 good teams. I hate to say it, but I'll go 4-3 Dodgers. I hate to say it. I want the Jays though.
I want the Jays too.
I want the Jays.
I don't know why I've had this feeling in my head 4-1 Jays like since this morning on my run. I think it's a close game, and then they do what they normally do, and they get a couple runs in an inning and pull away a little bit. So 4-1 Jays to a crazy crowd.
Nice.
So it's a Tony Scherzer, like guaranteed. And Scherzer's the guarantee guy.
Starters, yeah.
I don't like.
Yeah, he announced Scherzer. I don't know why.
We talk about the manager, like the difference between managers.
There's no comparison.
Dave Roberts to me is he's earned his LA residency forever.
I don't trust the Jays.
I don't trust Schneider.
Look at he took out Gosman last night. Even Gosman was pitching unbelievable.
Schneider's game 3 was amazing though to me. I thought his game, even though they lost, I thought his game 3.
Schneider should have cost him the Seattle series.
Yep.
He's lucky they backed him out of that.
That's right. They keep bailing him out.
We'll go Dodgers 6-4. And I really want to go Jays because I like vibes. But sometimes I don't think vibes matter. I think you got a GOAT on the other side. You got a more experienced team, a more experienced coach.
Crazy lineup too.
Yeah, I'm going to go 6-4 Dodgers, and I think it'll be fun. I don't think it's going to be low scoring, though, even though I know most Game 7s are.
Well, you know what? It shouldn't be because everybody can pitch. Like I said, now you're going to get everybody's starter, everybody's best pitcher. They're all pitching.
Yeah.
So
I think you're going to have some,
it's going to be a long
brings
game.
back memories
home
of
run
Chris
swing.
Sale coming in.
Yeah.
That's what today has to be, though. And that's why people were kind of like, was he going to bring? Everyone is available today. Everyone is on deck. I mean, I'll never forget the report during Game 6 of the Red Sox series. Chris Sale and David Price went into Alex Cora's office and said, "We are playing tonight.
Yep.
I know we just pitched. We will be in the bullpen. We're ready to go." And Chris Sale became the first pitcher ever to throw the first out of a World Series and the last out of a World Series.
Yep. Oh,
there needs to be something like that again, where it's like,
these guys will
listen, even I know Gossman pitched last night. You need an out, he's in the bullpen just in case.
Right.
Remember, you got to go 3 batters now.
Yes, you need 3 outs. He's in the bullpen.
Yeah.
Like you will now be resting until March.
Yeah, no, these guys will. They want to win.
And that's what is so fun about baseball to me is that these guys are going to put everything up. Your Savage is available. Gosman's available. Everyone's available.
He'd be the first guy after Scherzer.
Is Rios hurt? Or is he just not pitching?
I don't even know if he's on the roster.
I don't think he's on the roster.
Listen, these
I don't
guys
think
are professional athletes. The only reason they don't do it during the year is they have to last an entire year.
This is why you
Now
rest.
it's the next day.
You don't want to blow your arm.
You're not taking innings off.
Yeah.
This is
Nobody threw 116 pitches yesterday, so you're okay.
Yeah,
That's right.
So
You're okay.
it's gonna be fun. I'm so excited. 8:08 start.
It should be a good game.
I will be home. I will be making sure that I'm on the couch for that. That's gonna be Game 7. I know there's a lot of fans out there who are very nervous. I would be if I were you too.
Go, Jays, go.
There is nothing in the world like Game 7.
There isn't.
It is so much fun, and I hope it's a good game.
It actually has more drama than a Super Bowl because Super Bowl is one and done.
Yeah.
7, you've both won 3 games in any sport. You beat each other up for 2 weeks.
And we've only seen a Game 7 in the World Series 2 times in the last
has it been
8 years, and Scherzer has started both.
Really?
Yeah, so that's so much fun.
That's kind of weird.
That's so much fun. 2019 was the last one, and Scherzer started, and Scherzer won.
Yeah.
So, and who did he beat? Didn't he beat?
Who?
He beat the Astros.
Astros, yeah.
I was trying. So, it's gonna be so much fun.
And hopefully Springer's all right.
I think I saw that he will be.
He keeps.
I think
sore,
I think
he'll muscle through it. He got some good swings last night.
You have to tonight. And like Bichette's going through it.
Yeah.
And you can see it in his swing a little bit, but they're gonna push through it. And for also most to gain, Buck Martinez. I'm going. Buck Martinez also has most to gain. The announcer for the Jays. I love Buck.
It'd be nice for him.
It would be nice to see Buck get one.
He's
been through a lot, and
he's fantastic.
He's a Blue Jay through and through.
I will crap on Toronto sports sometimes, and I was trying to find because I've been watching the Sportsnet broadcast. I was trying to find the Fox because I was like, I don't want it to be biased. Buck is not biased. Buck is really good at what he does.
Yes, he is.
Buck gives everyone else credit. They did a whole thing on Freddie Freeman the other day because Freddie's Canadian. How great of a player he is.
Buck is class.
I love Buck Martinez, and he is one of the things where I'm like, I really hope that because Rick Jeanneret didn't get one.
Voice.
Some guys just deserve to call a World Series, and I'm so happy Buck has got to do it after everything he's been through, and I think he deserves to win it.
Yeah,
it would be nice.
You know what? 6-4 Blue Jays. I'm going 6-4 Blue Jays. I'm making a turn. 5-4 Blue Jays. 5-4 Blue Jays.
Podcast would have ended early.
I'm telling Terry Rozier.
I gotta wait for the guys in the NBA to give me some more intel on the inside. But I'm gonna go 5-4 Blue Jays. The vibes are good. Buck Martinez is there. All right,
pick of the week.
We're gonna go pick of the week. Let's go to football.
So the standings are you're 3-1 leading in Ev. I'm 2-2, and you're 1-3.
I'm 1-3. Holy mackerel! Well, you know what? I'm gonna go Seattle -3 at Washington. Washington's got a lot of injuries. Jaden Daniel doesn't look. McLaurin's not playing. Seattle off a bye.
Yep.
To me, Seattle's playing great football. I think Washington's done this year. They've had too many injuries.
Over too.
I think their season's basically over.
Daniel's playing?
Yeah, but Seattle's got a great defense. Off a bye, I'll take Seattle on the road.
Yep. Good pick. Me? All right. I kind of got lucky because I was going to pick the Cowboys last week, so I would have one more loss on me.
You wouldn't have dared.
I was going to pick the Cowboys last week because it was we were +6. If we were +3, yeah. I was still going to take them. -3.5, I'm going Colts over Steelers.
Oh, okay, I'm doing it too. You guys convinced me to pick the Colts with all your Jonathan Taylor talk, so I'm going with the Colts as well.
Yeah,
so that's 2 Colts.
All right, Jays fans, good luck tonight. I know you won't be seeing this today, but I'm sorry.
Yes, you will.
Oh, wow.
The producer's putting it up right away.
Enjoy the game, guys.
Enjoy the game. Take it in. It's fun. Thanks for watching Trash Talking.
Don't forget the CFL playoffs are on this afternoon. I'm Reg.
Have a good one. Go CFL.